Hey guys, hope you all are having a great day. I'm Glaciking, and in this video I will give you guys some tips that might help your gameplay in Apex Mobile. This video is a continuation of my previous tips videos, which is the three tips in Apex Mobile. And without further ado, let's start the video. So the first tip that I want to talk about here is use your abilities. I'm using Bloodhound here, and his ability is to scan. I'm not sure if the compound buildings here are free of enemy or not, so that's why I decided to scan.
Heavy mag here.
Level 3. I want to know if there's a rat or a squad there. It turns out there's not. There's no enemy in those buildings.
Level 3.
Now it's better to be safe than sorry, because there just might turn out to be there's a rat, a camper hiding there, and
select fire.
That Bloodhound scan can avoid my squad from being eliminated because of that single rat. So another example here is I'm using Octane and there's an enemy on top of me, so I use my jump pad to gain height and attack my enemy, but turns out he has already went down and go for my teammate instead. And from that same jump pad that I used to gain height, my teammate can use it too to get somewhere safe, so I can revive him on that safe place. For my second tip, which is 3 in odd number, is to holster your weapon when you want to run or chase enemies or just traverse through the map. It will give you a large amount of speed, so you can go through, like run faster. And this is the example of it. I see an enemy there next to the bin, so I wasn't sure, so I just ADS to check it for a bit, and then I immediately holstered my weapon, put away my weapon, so I can get a movement speed boost, so I can get there faster. And when you're already somewhat near the location of the opponent the last time you saw them, just immediately equip your weapon, because you never know where the enemy is. Now the third tip, which in odd number is the 5th, is to prioritize your friend over the loot. Now as you can see here, I've knocked down the enemy and my Bloodhound is also knocked down, so I revive him first before grabbing the loot from the desk boxes around me. And just there's an exception for that, like if you, for example, killed a whole squad and 2 of your friends are knocked but there's a third party, you at least need to grab a fresh armor first, even though the enemy only has white armor. It's okay, you can just go grab that, so you will have a higher chance of surviving. Now the 4th tip, or in odd numbers, is the 7th, is that positioning is key. Now movement and aim is important as well is in Apex Mobile, but Apex is a BR game, and in every BR game, and Apex is no exception, is that positioning is the most important aspect in winning the game. Now what I meant when I was saying positioning is key is that you must know when to push, you must know when to retreat, you must know which spot is the most advantageous spot that you can utilize. Like for example here, there's an indicator that there were 2 people shooting instead of 1, which means that this is another squad, because I know that me and my squad knocked 2 people in the fight before, so I just chose to run away and retreat because I don't want to fight 2 people alone meanwhile my squad is still behind me. When I saw this wraith, I know that this is the 3rd person in the squad before, so I just choose to aggro on the wraith first, so she won't be a problem on later on, and here I saw my teammate was knocked, and I saw that this Octane here is alone, so I just decided to push. And seems like my decision here to push was right, because turned out the Octane was just alone. And after that, I go to revive my teammate. Now take a look at this fight here. My 9th tip is to armor swap. I was fighting this Octane here, and then we both had a bit of lag, so we can't hit each other right, as you can see here. But then suddenly from my behind, there was a Bloodhound scan, and my body shield was kind of cracked, so I swapped with a new one near the care package, and I knocked the Blood Octane. So I saw the Bloodhound, and I tried to engage with him, and his body shield was cracked, and mine too. Then I remember my old body shield still has some health left, so I swapped with my old body shield, and I was too lazy to use shield cell, so I want to finish the Octane. But as you can see, it turns out the Octane has self-res, so I needed to fight him again. But if you ask, how about if I swapped with a lower level shields? Now to answer that question, take a look at the second fight. I was using Bloodhound's ult, and I saw GB going upstairs, and I want to kill him. Then I saw GB fighting an enemy next to me, and I killed the GB. But then I got low by the enemy. I got cracked by the enemy. So I remember there was a white shield downstairs. I quickly grabbed it because I didn't want the enemy to recharge or rest his teammate. So I grabbed the white armor, but turns out my teammates got it covered. So yeah. So in conclusion, you can swap with a lower body shield, but if it's only necessary. So this is the 11th tip, or the second diving tip, and it is that after you reach a certain point, like almost halfway to the destination, you will have to break off with your jump master to gain faster speed, so you can reach the ground or the destination faster, like what I'm about to do here. As you can see, I've gained enough speed to get past them, so I can reach the ground faster. But later on, I'm going to do a mistake here. I almost bump into the steel thing here, and I lose my speed, so I reach the ground.
Not sure. I think someone's targeting me.
And now for the fun tip, or 7th tip, or in odd numbers is 11th, is to use your ordnance, or throwbook, or whatever you want to call it.
Charging shields. Come on.
Use your arc stars, or thermite grenades, or your grenades, because they will be able to deal massive damage, stop enemy pushes, or give you multi-kills, because they are very powerful. You can use thermite grenades to stop enemy pushes. You can use arc stars to deal massive damage when you stick it to them and slow them as well. Or you can use grenades to just make enemy leave their covers and leave them exposed, so you can shoot them with your guns. You can also use those nades as cover. Now what I mean from that is just leave an arc star like I do here in front of that door, so in case an enemy shows up, it will deal massive damage to an enemy. But like that arc star that I just throw there, it was unfortunate that the enemy was too late, so the arc star exploded first and the enemy was safe from my arc star. You can also make cool clips, like sticking off an arc star to an enemy while you're flying off an Octane's jump pad. And so that concludes my tips for you all, and I hope that you all find these tips helpful and you guys can improve your games with these tips. Thank you for watching this video, and have a good day.